Hello, wonderful people. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. We are here, I forgot what the region is called, Kozama'uka at Many Fires. Yeah, that's exactly it. And let's continue with the story, A Leaking Work Pot. The Moblin settlement of Earthenshire is not far from here, but be warned. The road we'll be taking is a favored hunting ground for bandits. With the stairs currently impassable, there'll be fewer travelers, meaning the brigands will be desperate for victims to ambush. Although considering present company, I suppose my concern is unwarranted. Bandits on the road, what have Soralja and the Lance Guard been doing? Seems it's up to me to restore order to the area. And off she goes again. For now, we'll head west and aim for the bank of the second river. Alright, let's go west, I guess. Alrighty, here we are. Well, where are these bandits? Apparently, they're not foolish enough to attack a party of this size. Earthenshire is just a little farther ahead, on the opposite bank of Soma, but let's remain vigilant all the same. Alright, let's continue, I guess. That looks pretty cool. Damn. Ooh. I like it here. Looks pretty. This is it, the village where the lay of pots from the Tuliyola saga took place. Makes sense. Earthenshire, Earthenshire. Might the similarity be a cultural inclination, I wonder? The settlements themselves couldn't be more different, though. The Shire appears custom-built to resemble pots, while the other is a repurposed town. Welcome to Earthenshire. Do I have the pleasure of happy greeting the third promise and her retinue? That's us. We're looking for the Dawn Servant's Elector, if you happen to know who that is. Okay. You're exchanging tongue flaps with her right now. Rock is the Elector you seek. Oh, that's helpful. We can cut straight to performing the feat. As much as Rock would like to do just that, we have a much more pressing worry. The storm which hit our village shattered the cliffs and dropped rocks on our brain cases. Many help hands for the Potsworn were injured. This is no time for feats or medal tests. I'm sorry to hear that. After learning that what the storm did to the stairs, I feared you'd been caught in its path. Not to change the subject, but what are the Potsworn? Goldsmiths contracted to work for the Moblins. The word comes from the pot-like workshops where they practice their craft. The Moblins provide these Potsworn with tools, materials, living quarters, everything the artisans could possibly need. This allows them to concentrate on producing what is widely known as the finest gold and metalwork in Tural. That is unacceptable. I was promised no distractions. If this is the best they can offer, I should have never left Bachu Meki. You see, the Potsworn desert us. Without enough healthy help hands, we are failing to uphold our side of the Pot Pact. Should all our Potsworn leave, Earthenshire will grind to a halt. We have to do something and do it soon. Then let us stand in for the injured helpers. It would give me the chance to learn more about your people and your village, and if it brings us closer to beginning the feat, then all the better. This isn't strictly part of the contest, so don't feel obligated to join in. Take a rest while you can. Personal help. I was hoping you'd say that. Actually, wasn't sure I could do this on my own. We'll all help. I doubt any of us could just sit around and watch. We'll take every help hand we can get. Ready Rock Truth swears that once the Potsworn have their perfect workshops again, we will commence the feat with all haste. Why isn't that the feat? You and the Fur Promise can assist help and Rock. You other four, follow Ready Rock. There are other help hands in need of hand landing. I don't know why I always struggle so much with those. I really appreciate you pitching in. I mean, I'm here to help, you know. I meant what I said at many fires. There'll be no more feigning strength, no more playing at being an invincible promise. If there's one thing I've learned on this journey, it's how practiced you are at aiding those in need. And I mean to make the most of having such an incredible mentor at my side. Now let's find this Rock fellow and see what we can do for him. Alright, let's go. Oh, are we gonna find him ourselves? Never mind, let's go find him. Alrighty, here we are with Rock. Rock can't meet his obligations without more help hands. The pot pact is broken and the pots are emptying. You've come to aid Rock. Rock accepts your hand lending with joyous smiles. If we can offer the Potsworn the promised good living, we might save the day yet. Whatever you need. Lending a help hand. What Rock needs is for new help hands to create good living for Potsworn Kahe. The help hand assigned to Kahe was hurt during the rock rain, so Rock took over, but he knows nothing of Kahe. What does Kahe want? What does Kahe need? Help hands do not bother the Potsworn with straight tasks. Our job is to observe and anticipate to prepare things with guessthink. Please, guessthink with Rock. Find out what Kahe is lacking so we can provide it. You can count on us. This is where Kahe works, is it? Let's take a peek inside then. This must be Kahe. It'd be a lot quicker if we could just talk to him, but that's not the way they do things around here apparently. We'll have to leave him be and try our hand at some guessing. Inspect the workshop. Okay. Let's see. Well, he has no shortage of crafting materials. There must be something else he's missing. He's got food. He's barely touched his meal. That dish is meant to be eaten hot, or it loses its savor. He's warm. You must be boiling sitting so close to the furnace, and there's no airflow to speak of. How could anyone work in that stifling heat? Let's open a window, maybe? Those tools are looking pretty worn down. Maybe it's time for some new ones? Maybe. Let's put a fan next to him, so he's not that warm anymore. Alright, after taking a good look, I think I have an idea of what things Kaya might want to improve his working conditions. Let's head back outside and talk to Rakarok. You made your observations. What did you guys think? First off, I noticed Kaya hasn't touched his food, and an empty belly can't be good for his concentration. Maybe the cooking isn't to his liking? But our food is very mouth-pleasing, and why wouldn't you want to eat it? But Rakarok is sure of nothing when it comes to Kaya's tastes. I can help you with that. My brother Koana has also had sorrow. And while everyone has their personal preferences, there are some they tend to share. Like an aversion to piping hot dishes. If it was brought to him like that, Kai probably wouldn't have been able to eat until it cooled down. By the time he came back to it, he might have found it cold and unappetizing. A simpler solution is to serve dishes that taste good no matter the temperature. Rakarok never would have thought of that. Would the fur promise mind explaining these things to our cook? Not at all, but I don't think that was the only reason Kai couldn't concentrate. That Zaro homeland is hot and dry, but even Kai seemed to be suffering in front of that furnace. Is there any way you could cool down the workshop? Oh, we could try a drafty shard. They make a lovely breeze. Do you know where we can get one of those? You can get them from the shoals of no return. There are many old boats there, abandoned by those who gave up on their search for the Golden City. So we salvaged them from the wrecks. Could you handle that for us, Elo? Sure. Oh, and one more thing. From what I could tell, Kai's files and saws and things were very worn down. Maybe a new set of tools is in order. Rakarok was too preoccupied with stocking materials, a serious oversight which we will rectify. Supplying good tools for good living is a helphand's responsibility. Then we all have work to do. We can meet back here when our tasks are done. The shoals of no return are past the crags, though through a tunnel southeast of here. You should be able to spot the passage from just outside the village. Alright, let's go look for a tunnel. Alrighty, we were looking around for a tunnel. Oh, hello there. You're Elo, aren't you? What brings you out here? Ah, the issue with caring for the potsworn. When they approached me with that same problem, I suggest they commission artisans in Charlian instead. The quality of craftsmanship would be guaranteed after all. However, the Moblins did not care for the idea. Surely it would be more effective to engage a uniformly trained collective. I cannot understand their fixation on the individual contracts. Perhaps the custom will make more sense once we begin the feat of pots. Until then, we've been deemed unfit to assist in the matter of help-hands, and are instead tasked with tending the injured. We were on our way back from procuring herbs for Earthenshire, in fact. Settlements in kozama'uka, too, have been isolated by the storm's destruction. What would have become of the wounded had we not found a way here? Should I become Dawn Servant, one of my first acts will be to establish reliable trade routes to the capital, when I imagine how much good we can achieve with Charlian technology. My apologies, I have much to consider. If you will excuse us. We'll meet again soon, I'm sure. Take care, Elo. See you. You spot the tunnel opening, head through the passage to the shoals of no return and recover the drafty shards. Alright, let's go do that. Alrighty, I got the drafty shard, or whatever it is. And yeah, we're back with Ragnarok. Is that a cool breeze Ragnarok feels? Yes, you do. It's a drafty shard. Or a wind crystal, I guess. But let's be real, in Dawntrail there is a serious lack of voice acting. Like, I feel like we had so much voice acting in post Endwalker, and now it's like, go look for your voice acting. We're not gonna give you any. Yes, thank you for seek finding a drafty shard. Ragnarok will add it to the new set of tools he brought. And I come bearing good food tidings. The cook has prepared a feast fit for the most discerning Hetzaro, and it's on its way even as we speak. Let's go in and see what Kai thinks of our efforts. I was wondering what occasion called for me to receive so many visitors. A fine meal, new tools, and a welcome source of cool air. Now I remember why I signed a pot pact. I'm grateful for your kind considerations. Allow me a moment or two, and I'll reciprocate with a piece worthy of a potsmore. An oil lamp to brighten the halls of Volokshunsa. The craftsmanship satisfied Earthenshire's reputation for quality, I trust. Such luster, such brilliance, truly a gift fit for the Dawn Servant. I'm glad you like it. Considering the time I've wasted till now, I hope to continue crafting at this improved pace. I have a contract to fulfill after all. Forgive my interruption. Namati, I am told the Elector has deemed the crisis past and is prepared to task us with defeat. That's great news, thank you for letting me know. So this is the craft of a potsworn. It is indeed a masterful piece. Thank you for your words of praise. Second promise, I drew inspiration from kozama'uka's natural beauty and sought to capture it in my work. I wondered why the Moblins did not simply build a workshop in the city, and now I have my answer. Even Charlene goldsmiths could not easily replicate such exquisite artistry. One cannot create great things if one lacks creative impetus. Toriola unfortunately does not want for inspiration. Anyone wishing to learn the basics of a craft would do well to study it there. I was raised among Hetzaro, more traditional than most, and the shared ingenuity of Tural's various peoples was eye-opening. You lived as a traditional Hetzaro. I have few fond memories of nomadic life. Is he also gonna hit us with his sob story? Ding, 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 ding. Ding, ding. Ragnarok is very grateful to you. Nice. I thank you for both your handwork and clever guessing. When it comes to help handing, knowing the potsworn really is important. Well, that's true for pretty much everyone you meet. It's a lesson I've learned. I've had drummed into me several times already on this journey. The Feet of Pots. Finally, what we came here to do. The elector bids the claimants assemble in the large building on the west side of the village. I will head over after finding Fancred and Earthenshire. I also ran into the Levier twins. On the way here, I took the liberty of directing them to the venue. Nice. We're rivals. It's not his job to make sure I know the feat is starting, but even now he's conscientious to a fault. Anyway, let's not keep Red Rock waiting. Yippee! Let's go. Alrighty, here we are with Red Rock. Red Rock thanks you for assisting Halpant Rock. She will announce the feat once the other claimants arrive, so please be patient a little while longer. Alright. Are you kidding me? Still no voice acting? I'm actually pissed about this. I'm happy to report that we were able to convince one of the Potsworn to stay. How did you fare? So you managed to do the same. Splendid. Welcome to Earthenshire. First promise. We support your plans for salt crossings and the new Potsworn they will bring. Hail the mighty Soralja. He cleared many piles of rockfall as if they were pebble stones. The resilient son for a dawn servant. Soralja was clearing fallen rocks. I'm surprised he would volunteer his time for anything unrelated to the contest. Well, we meet again. Oh, nice. Just in time for the feat to begin. I'll bet that he was already here, laying low while the rest of us did all the work. I'm all for once. Claimants, your attention, please. As Redirock has explained, many of our Potsworn left us following the storm. The precious metal work, crafted by those artisans, bring in much jingly shine from across the salt. Should our stream of trade goods dry up, Earthenshire will suffer, Tulliola merchants will suffer. So Redirock sets you this feat. Each of you are to find one clever-hand goldsmith to bring back here to us. Oh, we have to go to the Machu Miki or something. So we're to recruit new Potsworn. Makes sense for the feat of pots. Calling this a feat does not justify taking advantage of the claimants and their influence. How does finding workers for you demonstrate their worthiness for the throne? You're free to refuse Redirock's request. She will be happy to inform the Dawn Servant of Soralja's disqualification. The rite is a means to an end. The steps we take to get there are not important. Then Redirock declares the feat of pots begun. But remember, a pot pact must be agreed to willingly. No grab snatching or deceitful tongue flaps. The elector said nothing of taking a willing artisan from a rival. Which is exactly what we should do. A fine suggestion, brother. I'm glad you think so, brother. Come, let us lay our plans. That nasty brute is up to something. He literally talked about his plan right next to us. Aye, he may seek to delay us again as he did on the river. We can but remain vigilant while we plot our course. What do you think, Wuklamat? Have you any candidates in mind to satisfy the seat? We literally just met one before we left. I know some artisans amongst my supporters, but they're all in their twilight years. I couldn't ask them to give up the comforts of Tuliola to live in this remote village, no matter how beautiful the scenery. Meanwhile, Koana probably has 100 young craftspeople to choose from. Not that I'm comparing us, you understand, that's just a statement of fact. We literally met one before. I suppose you could try asking around what you make. That seems a logical place to start. Back to Tuliolala it is. Wait, does that mean we have to take the boat again? Can't you teleport? But I have Etherites. No, I can't do it. I can't stomach another boat ride. Why do they have Etherites here if they can't use them? They said I should share my burdens, I will speak plainly. The truth is, I get really, really sick on boats. Yeah, we got that. Muklamat is hardly news. But it was brave of you to admit. In any case, we won't be fighting the current this time. Heading downriver will be much smoother. It will? Are you sure? Oh, that's actually cute. Wanna pet her. I'm positive, mostly. And then they even zoom in on the Ephra. It's like... such a middle finger. Like, why? What the hell? Well, I guess it wasn't smoother. I need a moment. Upriver or downriver? Ihuikatumu is too rough for me. Okay, and just saying, if you do this quest and you didn't attune to the Ephra before talking to Redirock or whatever, watch out. Because you're gonna be back here. And then you have to talk to the skipper probably to get back there. And can't just teleport. The nausea is a bit more bearable but now that I've stopped trying to hide it. But I'd still rather not set foot on a boat if I can help it. Alright, I think I'm ready. Let's see if Master Ropley can help us recruit a Potsworn. Alright. Let's go. Alrighty, here we are. Greetings, Sir Promise. What brings you back to Wachumeki? You've not chipped your axe again, have you? No, Master Ropley. Actually, I have a favor to ask. So what do you think? Do you know any craftsmen who might be interested? Filching my artisans for the Moblins, eh? Well, seeing as it is the third promise making the request, I'm willing to look the other way if one of them decides to take you up on the offer. Only I can't think of a suitable candidate off the top of my head. Who do I know with a mastery of goldsmithing that would also have no qualms about relocating to Earthenshire? A Rosian goldsmith, what about him? Yeah, there is a man. You mean Fonchantin? He did say he was employed at some fancy jewelry store across the salt. And considering the distance he's already come, I'd like to think he wouldn't mind moving a little up the river. That said, he's only just got himself a new job. Is it too soon to ask him to sign a pot pact? There's no harm in making the offer. Once he hears how well the Potsworn are treated, he may even jump at the chance. Either way, you won't find Fonchantin at his workbench at this hour. He's finished for the day. Probably enjoying a meal over at graha-tia or graha-tia? I always forget. Then maybe we should go and talk to him, just you and me, since he knows us. Wouldn't want him to feel intimidated by having to deal with a crowd of new faces. The two of us can handle this. Take a rest at the cabins if you like. You can also handle it yourself, probably. I was just asking him if he wants to work somewhere else. Alright, let's go and see a man about a pot. Oh my god, we probably have to convince him, like tell him, oh, it's so nice there, it's so pretty, you get windy shard, or whatever it was called. Let's go look for him. Alrighty, we found Fonchampagne. Oh, Ella, you're here too. The fur promise said she wanted to chat. I've just finished eating, so shall we find a quiet spot outside? Sure. Yeah, apparently there are a few people that are like... the cutscenes seem like they should be voice acted, but then they're not voice acted, so you can change some settings or something. I will definitely try it at some point, like, if maybe that is the issue, but it seems so odd that there's almost no voice acting. It's so weird. The last time we talked on this beach, you were in a miserable state. Yes, I was, wasn't I? A lost soul, until the two of you came along and helped me rediscover my purpose. My new place of employment has been most welcoming, and for the first time in a long time, I feel content with my lot in life. That's wonderful. So what is it you wish to discuss? Well, I guess he seems happy here. But it's hard to ask this right after you've settled in, but I'm looking for someone to become a potsworn. I've heard my new colleagues mention the term. That's when an artisan signs a contract to work for the Moblins, isn't it? But you're not a Moblin. I'm not sure I understand. It's for a feat in the right of succession. I need to bring a new potsworn to Earthenshire. So that is the way of it. We've barely met, and after pushing you to work at Machu I'm now demanding you throw that away and sign a pot pact instead. It's a selfish request, I know. You're just offering. What the hell? I have something to tell you for a promise. The other day I completed the necessary procedures for immigration. I'm pleased to say I'm now an official subject of Tuliolal. I've since endeavored to learn what I can of my new nation, beginning with the right of succession and its claimants, including you, of course. Now you will recall it was my father's example which led me to pursue goldsmithing. He was at East End when Guardian forces laid siege to the settlement, and in the ensuing chaos he was slain. War took him from me in an instant. The man I loved and admired, I never wished to suffer such loss again. And so, as much as I'm indebted to you for turning my life around, it is as a fellow peace-loving Tuliolan that I want you to win the throne. If I can help you achieve that by signing a pot pact, then I shall gladly do so. Fonchampagne, thank you. I shall return to Master Robley and inform him of my decision. Allow me, I'm the reason you're leaving, so I should be the one to deliver the news. Alright. Perhaps you remember me, Brooke Evu, owner of graha-tia. I'd like a word, if you don't mind. You're Wuklamat's ally from across the salt, right? And the hero of some renown too, if the gossip's to be believed. Well, as it so happens, I could use some heroic help. It doesn't need to be right now, but could you come by when you have a spare moment? Probably not. Much appreciated. I'll be waiting for you at my shop then. You can now gain access to role quests. Oh, okay. I guess I probably should do that at some point. Alright, let's go. Alrighty, here we are. Master Roleplay, I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but... Fonchampagne has agreed to sign the pot pact, yes? While it is a shame to lose a capable goldsmith, to have one of our own handpicked to serve the third promise is a great honor for Machu. I appreciate your understanding. Of course, if you happen to know other talented artisans, regardless of their expertise, I hope you send them my way. It could even be yourself if you're so inclined. I'll keep that in mind. Though my time here was brief, I will not forget your kindness, Master Roleplay. I am blessed to have these workshops be my first home in Tuliolal. Come back to us if the Moblins cut you loose. You'll always have a job at Wachumeki. I expect you'll want to leave for Earthenshire as soon as possible. I'll go and pack my things. What became of Fonchontaine? Were you able to find him? We did, and he's agreed to become a potsworn. We'll leave when he's ready, but you still have a little time. Splendid, we shall meet you anon. I had plenty of reasons to win the contest, but now I have one more. Fonchontaine's putting his faith in me, and I won't let him down. Yay! May now unlock the deliveries for... Okay. I didn't do that anyways. A father first. Right then, I have some things to take care of at the palace. While you can pass the time however you like, I'd suggest you head back to the cabins. After all, even heroes need to rest, and we still have a big journey ahead of us. Alright, let's go to the cabins, I guess. Alrighty, here we are. Welcome back, madam. You've had a Landsguard messenger most anxiously waiting on your return. Hello, after for promises, entourage. I've been all over the city looking for you. The Dawn servant summons you to the palace. You are to present yourself to the gate guard, stationed outside some perch at your earliest convenience. Oh, and one more thing. You are not to mention this visit to Wuklama. I thought I could chill, man. Look at the weather. It looks so nice. I just want to go to a cabin. Huh, let's go to the palace. Alrighty, it looks like we're gonna get in an instance. The Dawn servant awaits you within. While I was not informed of the reason for your audience in terms of attire, I would suggest full battle regalia. Sounds good. I hope I'm equipped well enough.
Forgive me this sudden summons. When I learned my daughter's champion was back in the city, I couldn't resist the opportunity. And they call me head of resolve for good reason. Old as I am, I have not lost a battle worthy of the name since the day I took the throne. And I've been craving a proper challenge. The lance wielder, Estinian, he fought well enough, but our bout was ended before a victor could be decided. Judging by the sailors' gossip, you are a warrior of renown in your homeland. Yet I wonder, with all your deeds done and victories won, are you warrior enough to stand against me?
Probably. Why don't we find out? So long as neither of us gets too carried away, I'm not interested in fighting you. Why don't we find out? Try me.
A spirited answer. Why not indeed? The battle rages upon me. I'll stop short of killing you, of course. But expect no other mercies.
I'm probably gonna fail.
Ready your arms and show me the truth of the tales. Give it your all! I want to fight to remember!
That hurt.
Let's test the waters. Didn't even blink.
The hell is that? Oh.
Have you ever fought a viper? Ha! Let's see how you handle this.
Oh, I don't like that. Oh. Ooh. Wait, coiled strike. Oh.
The spearman did not lie. Very well then. Resolve and reason kingdom. All right.
Okay, I guess I'll just dodge.
Ha! Did you think you had my measure? Take this!
Oh, I don't think that's a safe spot. Is it? Oh, rip.
Still holding up?
What the hell is that? No! Ah!
We're far from finished.
Yeah, we're actually struggling
no more
here.
holding back.
Oh no.
Stay alert.
No? Oh man. I thought I finally had it figured out.
Ha ha ha! You fight well indeed.
Wait, what? Yay. Man, I feel like I'm just healing the whole time. Here? Oh, I did it. Okay. Oh my days. Ah, no. Wait, did they change manification? I didn't pay attention. Oh my god.
You really are formidable. Now we'll see what you're truly made of.
I'm stressed. Ah. Please let me be done. Oh no. Don't stress me more. Oh my god, please stop. Thank you. Aww.
That will do. You've shown me more than enough.
Oh, thank god. Oh my god, that was so stressful. Oh my god.
I brought my full strength to bear against opponents before, but you are the first to withstand it. Even with my head of reason asleep, I never expected you to give me so much trouble. Estinian did not exaggerate. You are a force to be reckoned with. Now, a confession. I said I crave a challenge, and that was no lie. But I had another reason for calling you here. I had to judge for myself if you were fit to attend my beloved daughter. In some respects, she is much like me. Hard-headed and prone to rush into danger. But one with your talents could readily dispatch the threats that bar Lamachi's way. Will you hear my question and answer me plainly? Address me not as the ruler of Tuliola, but a concerned father. Thank you. Then tell me, given your journey together thus far, what is your impression of Lamachi? Whether it be as third promise or just a companion on the road. Speak your mind.
She's young but has potential. She's not ready to rule. I mean, I feel like by the end of those thingies, she could be ready. Like, she grew quite a lot.
Ha! A tactful response, but agreed. She is not ready for the throne. Not yet.
Put her together with her
Lamachi thinks she understands our many peoples. Their histories, their cultures, their beliefs. But she knows only what she's seen in the capital. And it's not only her who concerns me. Even this early in the contest, you must have realized. As potential rulers, all four claimants are lacking. This is why I elected to hold the right of succession. Not to choose a fitting candidate, but to cultivate one. And if no one has impressed me by the end of it, then to no one will I yield my throne. As a parent, I pray that my children rise to the occasion. With outsiders dragged into my game, I am also hopeful that the different perspectives you and your companions have to offer will inspire them to grow. I imagine you in particular have traveled many lands, know many peoples and cultures, loved them and been loved in turn. Guide Lamachi as you think best. Walk at her side and, when needed, push her to walk ahead.
knew it.
Well, I guess she heard about our meeting.
There I was, about to sit down for some of Namika's cooking, when I heard that Papa had sent for you. You were dueling behind my back, weren't you?
I see there is no point in denying it. You needn't worry, daughter. I took care not to inflict lasting injuries. You and your ally may return to the contest without disadvantage. No harm done.
I swear, just as I was learning newfound respect for my father. Let's take our leave of this battle-mad oaf before he calls on the rest of my entourage.
Watch over her, champion.
Sure.
Kona's recruits are no less sharp, as one might expect of Galof's countrymen. They saw the flaws in our claimants from the outset. The other two, though, they dismiss comrades willing to point out their shortcomings, and no good can come of it.
If he had his way, Papa would keep dueling until the day he dies. Even now, I know of only 3 people who didn't need to be carried away after their bouts. Zoralja, your lance-wielding friend Estinian, and yourself. You really do live up to your fearsome reputation. I'm curious though, did Papa want anything else of you? Small favor, nothing more, just a sparring partner. Oh, if that's all it was. Sure. Alrighty, but I guess that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching. Please leave a like if you like what you see, and obviously subscribe if you would like to see more. I try to upload every single day. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and bye bye!